criaturas nocturnas. Seguimos aquí en Scream Diego, ya casi por terminar el evento. Estamos con Jaidycin de Fright for Future. Jaidycin, hi, how are you?
Hi, good, how are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. So Jaidycin, you want to talk to us about a haunted maze happening next weekend, correct?
Yes,
Can you please give us some details about it?
Yeah, of course. So Fright for Future is a haunted maze of true terrors. So it brings issues like climate change, pollution, animal rights, all in a scary but fun way. And it's going to go on at the San Diego Maid Factory from October 18th through October 20th. So just one weekend only, 3 days, and it'll be super fun. Yeah. And go ahead.
I was going to ask you, you're the organizer behind it, right?
Yes.
So how much work goes into organizing something like Fright for the Future?
Yeah, several months ahead of time, I have organized with this. This is now my 3rd year putting on the maze, and so it's just kind of grown ever since. So we use a lot of the same props and everything to put it on from year after year, except like we always add more to it and add new elements and lighting and all that kind of stuff. But we put it on, like we actually build the maze in 1 day. So it just is built in 1 day, and then we take it out, like take it off after the 3 days is over. So it's pretty like we make the structure with like 10 by 10 canopy tents, and it's super, it like works really well, but
now,
a lot of planning.
It only happening for a weekend, but you already mentioned planning months in advance.
Yes.
Does planning really happen right after it ends with like, what are we going to do next year?
Basically, I try to take a couple months of like a breather because I feel like October is my busy time. But yes, after that, like after a couple months of relaxing, then I'm like hitting it back, and trying to organize and make the next one even better than before, and trying to get promotion and get it out there. I partner with like 10 local organizations as well, and so they'll all be tabling at the maze too, so you can get connected with different local organizations in San Diego. So
And you mentioned that it doesn't happen without obviously connections with the nonprofits, but also what they contribute for this to happen, correct?
Definitely, yes. And several of the organizations also like put together parts of the maze, which is great to have like their help. We also have 45 volunteers signed up to help on October 17th to put up the maze. So it's definitely a community effort. I want to bring awareness to, issues like climate change, plastic pollution affecting our oceans, and animal rights issues. And so I feel like what better way to bring it up, like real life terrors during Halloween. So yeah.
And then the hours of operation for Fright for Future over the weekend?
Yes. So the hours of operation, so on Friday it's from 1 to 9 p.m. On Saturday it's from 11 to 9 p.m. And then Sunday it's from 11 to 7 p.m. because then we'll take down that night.
Right.
So.
You need a couple of hours, right? At least.
Yes.
And then where can people buy tickets?
So we have an Eventbrite. If you go on to frightforfuture.org, you can learn more about the event, and also there's tickets on the website there, and then through Eventbrite. And you can get tickets. Everything is free. This is an entirely free event because we want it to be accessible as possible and get as many people out. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, Jaidycin, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
We wish Fright for Future a successful year again for continuous 4th, 5th, and as many years as you can guys put it together. I know it takes a lot of work planning, organizing, so my hat off to you for doing it for 3 years in a row. This hopefully leads to a 4th and many future years.
Yes, I hope so too. I'm planning on it. So
Perfect.
thank you so much. Yeah, thanks.